What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is Heaven Sent. Well, today, this evening here, I'll be talking about what makes a man a good man. Um, you know, the place that I'm in my life, I haven't always been in this place, and it's a place of peace. This is a place of a sober mind. Um, you know, coming up in life, man, it was a lot of trials and tribulations. It was a lot of things that I went through, of course, and I know you're probably going through some, or you have been through something in life, and you are about to go through something. But I will say this here: what made me a better man is that I really started putting my trust and my faith into God and Jesus Christ. And people, sometimes we struggle with some of those things. Sometimes someone we can't see, and how do we do those things? And what I did was, I just, like I said, I just had faith. I picked up my Bible, started reading my word, and I just say, okay, well, next time I go through something, I said this in my mind. I said, next time I go through something in life, I was going to just put my faith in God, in Jesus Christ, and really believe that He'll make a way, believe that He would do it. So what I did was, I really started reading my word and started believing in what it was saying. And you know what? It was lining up with these life situations. So they're actually biblical facts. So, it helped me out with my job, of course, how to be a better man on the job site towards the guys that work for me, how to be a better man to a woman, to my woman. It showed me how to be a better man to my father, to my mother. It just showed me how to really be a better man. And as I'm talking about being a real man, I'm not just only talking about just in a relationship with your woman, because to be honest, it's all kinds of relationships in this world. With your family, with your woman, and so on. So, but I will say this here. There's women out here that's looking for a good man. And even though the Bible says that when a man finds a wife, he finds a good thing. And the woman shouldn't be searching, but the woman, her being a good woman, if she do be put in the right path, when that man, that good man is coming, she will be found. So, you know, a man being a good man to his woman, we have to understand that in life, sometimes the woman may be very emotional, and we have to understand that, we as men. We have to understand also that we have to do all we can to try to please God. And this is so true, man. This is biblical facts. And if you don't really believe what I'm saying, just touch base with the word. Read the word. Listen, I'm telling you, I haven't always been in this position. I haven't always been in this space, in this circle, in this area in my life where I'm finally starting to think straight. I'm finally having a clear mind. I don't let little things bother me like they used to. Because if you're trying to be a good man and you let these little things bother you, that's not good. We can't go around hitting on these women. I know sometimes we do get upset and get mad. And I know sometimes a woman, they tend to provoke us. And the Bible says we shouldn't provoke one another. So we want to make sure we're a good man to our kids as well. But like I was saying, to get to the point, when you're in a relationship with a woman and you say that you are a good man, you exercise pleasing God every day. And I'm not just saying, oh, I'm going to do this and do this for the Lord. You always put him first now. But the Lord know that he wants you to put him first by treating her right. He wants you to put him first by taking her out to eat, taking her out to the movies, taking her out to game night, to maybe a walk at the park, maybe a walk on the beach. These things here keeps the relationship alive. These things here keep the spark in the relationship. I'm not perfect at all, not even close. But I do practice. I do practice these good things. So one day I will be perfect. And, when you're in a relationship as a man and you with a woman, I have to say it like that because, I know all men ain't with women. Some men with men, but I don't have nothing against that. That's them. But I'm talking about when you're a man, a real man, and you're with a woman, you supposed to make her smile every day, even when times are hard, even when times go up and down, even when she's a little bothered. Be a listening ear. Listen to her. See what's going on. Some women go through things in life. We all do. But right now I'm talking about being a good man, and I'm talking about sometimes women go through things in life. We have to be that shoulder so she can lean on. We have to be that man, that leader, that head. And the woman is the helpmate. So when we're down, she can help lift us up. That's why it takes two. Two is better. Two is always better than one. I don't care if you got a man that's strong and he bench pressing 500 pounds and he's and he just so strong. Listen, he can't take two guys. Two guys are just. I just wanted to use that in example, but make sure that we treat a woman right. Keep the relationship lifted up. Let's not, as a man, let's not come with excuses. Like things like, well, you did this, you did that. Listen, if she accusing you for some things, just know that two wrongs don't make a right. So you be the bigger person, you being the head, and just as you reading your word, as you learn from the word, as you learn from praying, as you learn from going to church. That's why I said at first, serving God, pleasing God. That's the foundation. So when she do get a little weak, because the woman, she tends to get a little weak, weaker than the man. So when she do get a little weak, help lift her up. Don't knock her down by doing things like and saying things like, "Oh man, I knew this relationship wasn't gonna work." We as men, you don't do the things that they do. Because I spoke about being a good woman like last week or something, but you make sure you do things that's pleasing to the Lord, like this here. If she say something like, "This ain't gonna work, you ain't no good," you don't go and say the same thing. Don't do that. You please the Lord by saying something like, "Look, baby, can we talk? I just want to talk to you." And once y'all in a conversation, talking and communicating, you let her know, "Sweetheart, that's not right." You say it in a humble way, a very humble spirit. Don't worry about just what she's saying. We have to be prepared for these things as a good man and as a person, as a man, period, that's trying to be a good man. You have to prepare yourself now to try to be a good man. Just like an athlete. He wasn't always the best running back, best quarterback, best point guard, best center. No, they had to work their way up. So as a young man coming up in life, coming up in this world, you should allow these trials and tribulations. You should allow some things, maybe a previous relationship, maybe you seeing somebody in a relationship in the past. You should allow these things to prepare you for being a good man. So we want to make sure that us men, we step it up a little bit. Let's step up, man. Let's be that good man that we can be. You be that good man that you can be. And get that pride, rip it out right now. Get that pride, throw it out the window. You being arrogant and all that, think you better than any. No, get all of that out of your system right now. Stop thinking that you right all the time. If you want your woman to be happy, don't let her run over you. But it's always a way you present yourself in a respectful way, a humble way, a godly way, a righteous way. Not just a right way, but a righteous way. And I guarantee you that woman will humble herself because she sees something inside of you. Greater is he that's within you than he that is in the world. That's the enemy in the world trying to control us. No, not at all. I guarantee you, listen, the enemy only go off of the power you gave him. Let me say it again. The enemy only goes off the power that you give him. Even though sometimes the woman is a little weak, because the Bible talks about the woman as a weaker vessel. But even though she gets a little weak, the enemy, he may try to bother her before you, but you do not give the enemy or whoever the enemy is using at the time power so it can kill two at one stone. So you don't want to do that. You want to make sure you as the man, as the head, as the leader, as the one that you allowing God to use, you be the one to humble somebody else. It says in the word that put the silence, the foolishness, so even if she's being foolish at the time, she's doing all kinds of things that maybe disturbing to your spirit. Be humble, and do what you have to do to please God. But being in a relationship, you make sure you guys want to have date nights. You show yourself that you want to be with her. You show her, you compliment her. Baby, sweetheart, you're beautiful. You're amazing. You look good. Oh man, you compliment her. Ask her how was work today. Ask her, just communicate with her, conversate with her, love on her, and if the young lady got kids and they're not your biological kids, what you do, you show her love by treating the kids out sometimes, talking to them, seeing how they day went. So these are some of the things that we should do as a man to show the woman that we are great guys. We are not only a man, but a man of God. You definitely want to avoid the unnecessary. You want to avoid some things that will probably get you in trouble. You know what I mean by that? A perfect example. You want to avoid things like if you may see a ex-girlfriend or some girl that so-called like you, avoid some things by, hey, how you doing? And you know she's been a troublemaker. You want to avoid some of these things, and just wave, hey, how you doing, and keep it moving. You know, you want to avoid anything that will cause your woman to get upset. And listen, they're going to get upset anyways. Women get upset, but you keep serving God. You keep pleasing God. I guarantee he'll work it out. Not saying that you have to like not talk to people at all. No, but you know what to avoid, and you know what gets your woman upset, just like she know what gets you upset. You know what I mean? So make sure that your woman trusts you. You know, let's not give the woman, let's not put that thought in her mind. And even if she just come from out of another relationship, a previous relationship, that it's already in mind. First of all, that's a personal problem. You guys may want to talk that out, work it out way before you even much get in a relationship. You know, so you know, it's a lot of things that I could be covering about being a good man, you know, to a person, to children, to your wife, to one of your, you know, maybe a coworker, or just being a good man in general, just being a good, strong man, strong-minded man. You definitely want to be sober-minded. You definitely want to stay prayed up, read your word, receive these things, receive this wisdom that God is trying to give us. And it's for free. Dude, it's for free. You know, so, and you definitely don't want to do a get back. You know, people call it get back. You know, eye for an eye and all that. Two wrongs don't make a right. You definitely don't want to do that. Do not get involved with things like that. You definitely want to, and being a good man, I'll say it like this here. Being a good man and receiving wisdom, see, wisdom makes you rich. Rich. Seriously, it makes you rich. Richer than you think. It's like this here. People that have money. People that's rich, right? Wealthy, money wise. I'm pretty sure it's tough being them sometimes. Mayweather, probably tough being him sometimes. I'm not him, I don't know, but I can only imagine how it feels to be a multi-millionaire, billionaire, or whatever. It's the same thing with being a good man. When you're a good man, sometimes it's tough sometimes, because you're doing all you can. You're a good man, and all these women coming at you. All these women coming at you in all different directions. But watch this here. You have to, when you understand these things, when you understand being a good man, it brings all these things. All it is the enemy trying to work in different, different people. You know, spirits goes in different people trying to come your way. Maybe a woman that you used to have a crush on, that, oh man, she was super thick. She was just right. She was tight. She was beautiful. She was pretty. She was everything. I would like to be with her. You know, at that time, maybe she wasn't even on your mind, but all of a sudden you in a relationship, you're a good man. She comes along. Now, you know, now she want to talk to you and stuff. That's the trick of the enemy. You know, so you still have to stand your ground and be a good man. It's tough being a good man sometimes. So for the, just a little bit of advice for the women, because I already spoke about the women maybe a week ago. You definitely want to help keep your man being a good man, if that makes sense. Help to keep your man being a good man. What I mean by that, listen, give him compliments too. Call him baby. Call him through the day, sweetheart. I just want to call you to tell you I love you. I want to tell you how oh man, you a good man. I just want to compliment you. I was just thinking about this day. You know, just do these things here as well for him, so he can keep maintaining the things that he been doing. You know, so I just wanted to say that, but these are just some of the things what makes a man a good man, and things that guys can do to keep being a good man. You know, just recognizing the enemy. But the only way you're going to recognize the enemy is through serving God. When you serve God and do things that's pleasing to the Lord, you will recognize a lot of things than you did in the past, you know? You'll become wiser. You'll become, you'll be able to see more clearer. You'll become more brighter. So, you know, so just remember some of those things. I love y'all so much. Hey, listen, check me out on my other videos. Just know that I'm out here trying to please God. Of course, always. I love you so much. My name is Heaven Sent. Coming at you live with some wisdom and everything. So may God bless you, keep you.